Hi. I'm back. You're looking at what used to be full and is now used to be full. What used to be full. Now kind of emptying out as I find I need less and less. Used to be full. Used to be full. Things change. Life changes. You got to adapt. I can take some of these toolboxes that I used to use for work and put them at my house, so I have more room to store things. And it all win. It's a win-win-win.
Win-win-win.
Yeah. Hey there. I spent years needing a bunch of tools. Then I moved into a position where they said I didn't need a bunch of tools, and then they started needing me to use a bunch of tools. So I got outfitted again, and then my wife has a stroke, and I spend about 3 months off work. I come back to a different job, and I really haven't done much. I've used a couple screwdrivers in the last month or so, and why do I have 3 or 4 different drills and a bunch of stuff on my truck when I don't need it? I just kind of need to streamline. Just need to streamline. Dewalt boxes are going to disappear and be put in my garage so I can use them, actually make use of the items that I have instead of having them languish in the back of my truck with nothing in them, no real purpose. That's what this is about. What are you gonna do? Nothing really. Just keep going. Become a numbers guy, I think. There are no tools in that. This channel is about tools and not about information, so I feel like I don't really have a reason to keep making videos except that I like to edit. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. I got a couple people that watch this stuff, so I might just keep trying. I always feared what would happen when I left my job for a while. The longest time I'm out, it's totally different. I kind of feel like that Michael Chiklis in The Shield at the end. He sits at a desk. He used to be like a cop. He sits at a desk. Doesn't even have a gun. He sits there, rides a desk. So I feel like he sits at a desk. Anyway, he sits at a desk. Don't make me wrong. Enough of that. I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay, my wife had a stroke, and I had to leave work for like 3 months to help her. And when I was gone, they realized they could do what I was doing better, a different way. They liked it. So I come back to a different job. Don't need tools anymore. So I'm gonna bring my Dewalt boxes home. Oh, I just threw them. Kids, don't be a moron. Stay in school. Look at this. I love the Dewalt boxes, and the drawers, they roll, and you feel that wonderful click. These are my favorite. Now, I know you call me crazy, but double, I'm sorry, the multiple drawers, 3 drawers, double's a little better. The plastic on and the build quality on the newer Dewalt Tough System Chinese Deutschland boxes, the build quality is pretty bad. The plastic is worse than this. I know this isn't new, and they say, oh, you know, it's not as cool of a latching system. This latching system actually is more solid when you try to rock it than the Tough System 2.0 stuff is. The build quality on the drawers is better, I just have to say. So I'm gonna be a fan of these till the day I die. Which, you know, it could be any day. I'm kind of heavy. That's life, you know. You live every day like it could be it, because it could be. I don't have much to say in this video except, and I don't really have much else to say except it's beautiful. You can remove, that's awesome. And these little, if anybody wants some of the yellow bins, I have a bunch from the Tough System 2.0. I have about 8 billion of them because I always took them out of the boxes because I hated them Well, now they're stacked up in my office. I mean, seriously, there's probably 30 or 40 of them. So if you want them, let me know. But nobody will let me know because nobody really ever engages with me, which is weird because my name is Gage. I don't know. If it's easy to ship tools and somebody wants something that I talk about, tell me. Maybe I'll just send it to you. What's crazy about that? I don't need it. I think that there are still some people out there who like Tstak boxes. If you do, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Let me tell you that one of the best things that I ever did was buy this right here, my old faithful Tstak stack. Honestly, because I had a bad back. I had back problems. And I had to do a system. I had to install a system of sorts in a nursing home, retirement facility, if you will. And what do you know, this doubles as almost a walker. If your back is sore, you can just walk through the job site like this. Also, instead of walking 1,000 or so feet to your truck each time you got to grab something you forgot or you decide you would like to use, put everything you might need in this thing. It's a lifesaver. It really is. I can't speak highly enough about the tool stacks, the storage boxes, even if it's Milwaukee, if it's the other Dewalt stuff, whatever it is. The only one that I would not speak super highly of is the Makita MacTrack. I own some of that stuff, but the purpose for it, for me, is it sits on a bed slide. I pull the bed slide out, I open it up. I don't have a truck that I slide it all out as a stack and roll it and then let it all sit flat. That's inconvenient. I like those boxes. I think they're wonderful, but it doesn't work for anything that I do except sitting in my truck and looking pretty until I need a drill out of it, or I don't think I need that anymore. It's weird. What do you do when you feel like you've lost your purpose? Getting heavy here, getting deep. Maybe the problem is that you put too much stock in what you thought your purpose was, so that when your purpose has to change, you feel like you have no direction. When really, maybe it's on me. Maybe I'm the problem. I'm learning more now that maybe I am the problem. Words come out of my mouth before I form them properly, or say the wrong things, or get the wrong idea and I act on it. So maybe I just need to pipe down and just, focus on what I'm really supposed to do, not go off half-cocked or anything like that. Yeah, I still think it's valuable. It's cheap. If you order it on Amazon, it's affordable, which is good for people like me who are down to one income because their wife doesn't work at this point. And, it's stackable. You can put stuff in it. You can put burritos in it. You can put a lot of chicken nuggets in it. You could put, you could put sandwiches, burritos. You could put little baggies of cereal. Maybe some granola if you're one of those fruits and nuts kind of weirdo on the job site or at home in the garage. And you want some fruit and nuts. Maybe some tofu bars or something weird like that. You go out on the town, you take your Subaru to Costco, grab some nuts and barley and oats, and fill up one of these totes with oats, totes and oats. It's not a tote. I'm an idiot. It's quite frankly tremendous. It's from China. It's great. It's one of the best boxes there is. Go with what you can afford. Don't let anybody shame you for doing what you do. They're the stupid ones if they're going to shame you for that. You know what I mean? I don't know if I've even found my tribe yet. My tribe, they probably don't even watch YouTube. So if you're not doing something that's working, if something's not working, change what you're doing. Do something different. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere different. Do something else. I know they say if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. If it ain't necessarily broke, maybe it really is still wrong and you don't realize it until you go and you look for the thing that you're really supposed to be doing. Maybe that's what all this is all about. Maybe you're in the wrong place. Maybe you're doing the wrong thing. Maybe there's something you're not doing, you're supposed to be doing. Maybe that's the case for me. Maybe I'm all wrong. Maybe that's what part of this is all about, is starting me in a direction where I had no idea I'd go. But trust me, it will not be back to Milwaukee. See you later. Maybe.